Hello, it's Lynn Watts here, and I'm going to continue in this video talking about three more ways that as counselors we can practice self-care, especially during very stressful or even traumatic times. But all of these, as I have mentioned before, are things that it's really important to have in place before we find ourselves in the middle of something that is highly stressful. I think it's pretty obvious that if you are trying to learn how to meditate or stay calm or be mindful in the midst of some sort of very difficult, stressful situation, you're not going to be very successful. So it's important to create this habit and establish it well in your life well before you actually need it. Just as we teach these coping strategies and skills to students, hopefully before they actually need them. So the first one that I'm going to mention in this video is to practice self-care. And that means taking care of ourselves physically. So it can mean many, many different things. It can mean eating a healthy diet. It can mean getting some exercise. It simply means taking care of our physical body. And I think it is so easy to get involved in the busyness of our current lives, get involved in all the situations that we're involved in, our work life, our family life, that we wind up not taking physical care of ourselves. But it is so essential because if we don't have our health, then we cannot help take care of and support others. So make sure that you find time and that you create a regular practice of caring for yourself physically, whatever that means for you. I think everyone has to find their own way and their own practice that works. The next one is something that we would certainly advise others to do, and that is to stay connected, to create a support group for ourselves, whether that is friends, family, whether that is your work environment, whether you look outside of your work environment for that kind of emotional support, but find a trusted group or at least one other person that you feel like is supportive of you, that understands what you're trying to do, and that can help you in everyday life, but certainly in the midst of something that may be very, very stressful. The third one is to engage in some sort of creative expression. And I think this varies for everyone. Some people benefit from journaling, others, uh, it does not seem to work for them. Some people like some kind of artistic pursuit, maybe drawing or some kind of craft, or there are just a lot of different ways that we can express our emotions, our feelings through a creative pursuit. But I think it's more than just a hobby. Not that there's anything wrong with having a creative hobby, but I think a creative pursuit can certainly be one way that we're able to express or expend feelings and emotions and to work through some of those things. It's a therapeutic way to process our own feelings. That's why art therapy is something that's very effective with students. So, those are three more ways that you can make sure that you are providing care and support not only for your students, but also for yourself, because ultimately you are a great role model for the students that you are helping to support. And if you are teaching them ways to cope and teaching them strategies to cope with stressful situations, but you're not practicing them yourself, then I think you can see where there's a disconnect. So make sure that you establish those practices and that they're already a part of your life before you really need them. Lynn Watts again with Wyatt the Wonder Dog Books, and thanks so much for listening.